Hello students, this is your science teacher, Teacher D. In this video, our topic is all about plants and their habitat. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to answer exercise letter C, identification, and week 2 or week 3 of your worksheet. Okay, now let's proceed to the vocabulary words. Please repeat after me. Lotus plant, lotus plant. Tomato plant, tomato plant. Coconut tree, coconut tree. Cactus plant, cactus plant. Mangrove tree, mangrove tree. Sunflower plant, sunflower plant. Orchid, orchid. Bitter gourd, bitter gourd. Water hyacinth, water hyacinth. Live on land, live on trees. Live in deserts. Live in or on water. Live in swamps. Plants that live on land. Example, coconut tree, sunflower plant, tomato plant, bitter gourd. These plants live on land. They have their roots attached on the land. Coconut tree. Where do coconut trees live? Coconut trees live on land. Sunflower plant. Where do sunflower plants live? Sunflower plants live on land. Tomato plant. Where do tomato plants live? Tomato plants live on land. Bitter gourd. Where do bitter gourds live? Bitter gourds live on land. Plants that live on trees. This means that these plants have their roots anchored or attached on the trees, and it is not coming from the ground. Example, orchids. Orchid. Where do orchids live? Orchids live on trees. Plants that live on deserts. Example, cactus plant. Cactus plant. Where do cactus plants live? Cactus plants live on deserts. Plants that live on water, meaning these plants float on water. For example, lotus plant and water hyacinth plant. Lotus plant. Where do lotus plants live? Lotus plants live on water. Water hyacinth plant. Where do water hyacinth plants live? Water hyacinth plants live on water. Plants that live in swamps, meaning these plants are living or their habitat can be found in moist part of the land. Mangrove tree. Mangrove tree. Where do mangrove trees live? Mangrove trees live in swamps. Let us try to answer this exercise. You write number 1, if it lives on land. You write number 2, if it lives on trees. You write number 3, if it lives in deserts. You write number 4, if it lives in or on water. And lastly, you write number 5, if it lives in swamps. We have here lotus plant. Next is a tomato plant and a coconut tree. Lotus plant, what is the answer? You write number 4. Lotus plant lives in or on water. How about tomato plant? Tomato plant lives in or lives on land. Why? Because their roots are on the ground. Next, we have coconut tree. We have number 1. Coconut trees also live on land. Next, we have cactus plant. Yes, very good. You still remember. Next, we have mangrove tree. Very good. Next, we have sunflower plant. So for cactus plant, where do cactus plant live? It lives in number 3, live in deserts. Okay, next, mangrove tree. Where does a mangrove tree live? It's number 5. It lives in the swamps. And sunflower plant live on land. Next, we have, okay, next, we have here orchid, then bitter gourd, and lastly we have water hyacinth. Orchid lives on trees because their roots are anchored on the trees. It's not coming from the ground. Next is bitter gourd. Bitter gourds live on land. Their roots are anchored on the ground. Next, we have water hyacinth. Well, water hyacinth floats on the water. So, you answer number 4, live in or on water. That's the end of our video, and I hope you learned something new. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye!